In today's video, we're taking a look at how to reverse your refrigerator's door swing, easy and simple. This is so easy, anyone could do. Everything that we use on the video, we're going to leave a link on the description. And this technique works for any kind of refrigerator or mini fridge or freezer, anything that has a door on it. It doesn't matter the size, the type, it's basically the same technique. So you notice, according to your house layout, that the door for the fridge or refrigerator should swing to the other side. Don't worry, today we're gonna show you how to do that. The main goal is to remove and change the hinge from one side to the other. And we wanna do that both to the top and the bottom. Once we locate the bottom hinge and top hinge and also the location for the new side, we're ready to start. So let's go ahead and put our ready to take on the world face and look at that fridge, refrigerator or freezer like you own it. Let's go ahead and remove the cover for the hinge. You may need a flathead screwdriver, a butter knife, or just your hands. Always remember to use gentle force because at the end of the day, the cover is plastic. Now in this particular fridge, we've noticed that the screws are Phillips. In your case, they may be flathead screws or just bolts. So according to what you have on your particular fridge, refrigerator, or freezer is the tool that you're gonna need. If you're gonna use sockets, you could start at the number 10 and work your way down or up according to the fit. Now our goal is to loosen them and remove them. Remember, lefty loosey, righty tighty. Now that you receive DIY knowledge, we can go ahead and remove them. Remember, when removing the last one, you want to hold the door for the refrigerator, freezer, or fridge. Because the last thing you want is to go from pro to newbie and having to take a break, not from work, but from pain. And that could be physical or in your pocket. We go ahead and hold the door, we remove the hinge, and what we do is we pick up the door, and that is going to let go of the hold that the hinge has on the bottom. So you may need to place the fridge on top of a table or a workbench or call Holmes to give you a hand and tilt the fridge. Either way you choose to tackle this, we know you got this. We know your unscrewing game and powers are legendary. Another pro tip, remember that having all the screws together in one place where you won't lose them is another way for your pro level not to get revoked. Once we remove the last screw and hinge, we're gonna go to the other side of the fridge, and that's to the side where we want to place the door hinge. In this case is the left side. As you can see, in our case, there's a screw already in there. We're gonna go ahead and remove that so we can make way for the hinge. What we're gonna do is everything backwards. The only difference is that when removing the screws, you can use any order, but to place the screws, we want to go corner to corner and just place them halfway until we're able to get all four in. Once we get all four in, we can go ahead and tighten. As you can see, the hole on the hinge are a lot bigger, and this is space for adjustment. If after you place the door, you feel it doesn't close tight enough or it's too loose, you can come and loosen and move the hinge little by little. We usually go off the same marks that the original way left on the metal, and then from there go on to any adjustments you have to do. If you removed any washers from the hinge, remember to place them back. Now that we have the bottom hinge, we can go ahead and work on the top. We remove the plastic cover and place it on the other side. This is going to reveal the holes for the screws. We go ahead and place the door on the hinge by aligning the hole and gently pressing down. Once we have it aligned, we can go ahead and start working on the top hinge. You might need Holmes to hold the door, or you can use a chair, but we all know how that's gonna go. You might have to use your feet, your shoulder, your weight, and hopefully not get sweat in your eyes. In our case, we have an extra feet next to the hinge. We want to go ahead and remove that in case we need any wiggle room. We will place this back later on, but if you want to remove it or don't have it, you don't have to worry about it. Let's go ahead and place the hinge. Now, using the same technique like before, we want to put the screws on corners, and we only want to go halfway. After we have them all in, we can go ahead and tighten. And you want to do that 95% of the way. You want to check the door swing before you tighten it 100%. We can go ahead and place the cover back. In our case, we're also going to place the screw back. If you don't want to have the screw back, you can probably find online or at your hardware store a cap to cover it. If you have a door handle that you have to switch from one side to the other, is the same procedure. You unscrew and then screw it back on the other side. You can take a step back and admire your work. Swing that door side to side like there's no tomorrow. As you can see, the branding for the door is backwards. In some cases, you could just peel that off and place it in the correct side. But here in the StatUpBox team is a badge of honor, a talking piece, and an icebreaker. So why is that sign backwards? And then you start,
"There once was a time."
Don't forget, if you like the video, please give us a thumbs up. That really helps. If you have any questions, place them in the comment section below. Either someone in the StatUpBox team or someone in the YouTube community can help you out with an answer. Don't forget to subscribe, follow us on social media. Thank you for watching, and here's a link to our latest video.